Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us again today for a Sims 4 speed build. I am Penny, and this is Flynn the Cockatiel, and we are Chaos and Cuteness. So today we are building a honeymoon cottage in the world Henford on Bagley. And we're only using 2 packs today. We are using the new cottage living pack and base game. And technically, I use 1 candle from the free holiday pack, so it's free. If you don't have it, you can download it for free. Otherwise, it's 1 candle, so it's not that big of a deal. So anyways, this cottage is $53,000, so it's a little bit pricey. I think we could, you could clear out a lot of the stuff and make it really cheap. And this is actually a residential. You could very easily turn it into a vacation home if you wanted to as well. I think it would work really good for that. So I had inspiration to build this house this week because my brother got married recently. So I had seen this on Pinterest. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna build this. And then I can congratulate my little brother. Congratulations, little bro, and welcome to the family, little sister. If you want to check out the picture I use for inspiration, I will have that posted in the description box below. And I was mainly going for kind of how it looked on the front, and I took some hints from the floor plan, but I totally didn't stick to it. I think it was possibly up to a 4-bedroom house, and this one is technically 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and there's another room that I use for an office that could easily be turned into another bedroom, and then there is attic space, as you'll see later, and you could make a teeny tiny little bedroom out of that. So you could do 3 bedrooms, and then you could totally add on to that whole top of the house too. So it's expandable, but I figured this would be great for 2 Sims starting off. I'm gonna mix things up too a little bit this time. I ended up working on majority of the landscaping at first, but I do save some of it for the end. I don't know, I just had this image, this picture in my head of how I wanted this outside, and I had to do that first because I felt like the whole rest of the house would come together once I did the outside. Like, I really wanted to try a pond. This is the first time I've used the pond tool, surprisingly, and I really wanted a pond with this. I just figured it'd be super cute, so that's why I kind of figured this could be a really neat vacation home. So doing the pond tool, so that's gonna be super awesome. And then we'll work our way inside from here. So, like I said, the inspiration was from my brother getting married. So that just happened really recently, and it was really nice. They had basically a garden wedding. They got married under a friend's tree in their backyard and kept the group really small. And then they streamed the wedding to Zoom so they could have a lot of people on Zoom. So it was really awesome. If you watched my previous video, you'll know that I had ordered some dresses online that I didn't know if they were gonna make it here in time or not. And they did, but they didn't fit right. So the problem with ordering Asian sizes when you're not Asian is they don't always fit well. So my issue with these dresses is they fit really good everywhere except my arms. So my arms were too big. The shoulders were like so tight, and I basically wouldn't have been able to move. So unfortunately I had to send those back. But I did have a backup dress, and that was from a coworker of my husband's, and it worked perfectly. So if by chance you know who you are, if you end up watching this, thank you so much, because it worked perfectly. It was navy, and the groom and all the groomsmen were wearing navy suits. So my husband and I matched. My husband was a groomsman. So for pictures, it looked really nice. So the wedding was really nice. The problem with having a summertime wedding is you risk dealing with heat or cold, usually heat in summer, and rain. And it was hot and humid and there was a big chance of rain. So the night before, we ended up setting up a tent just in case, and it sounded like the tent was possibly not going to be set up, but I was seeing that we were going to be getting like 60 to 70% chance of rain, and since my parents already bought the tent, I was highly suggesting that we set up the tent, and then if they don't want to use it, they don't have to use it. So thankfully, we set that up because that came in handy, because yeah, it rained. But we made it through the entire wedding and all the pictures without rain. And then it was coming around to supper time and tables were being set up. So then I figured, all right, I gotta go use the bathroom and come back before supper, and then let people inside that were working on stuff, let them know that we're gonna be eating. So the short time that I was inside, and I come out of the bathroom to go outside, and it's pouring. And people are scrambling with the tables and the chairs and trying to move that under the tent. And meanwhile, I'm dry inside. And it was nice because I actually got escorted out under an umbrella, so I didn't get soaked, but some people got soaked. And the chair covers got soaked, and the table covers were wet, and yeah, whatever. So we move under the tent, and it's raining so loud. It's raining so much that it's so loud, so it's hard to talk. And then we're just saying how crazy all this was. It was crazy. So it worked. We were just kind of a little squished under the tent, and then little puddles were forming on top of the tent, more like ponds, and that's not where I got the inspiration for the pond for this, but we had to kind of push those off, and that basically turned into this huge waterfall that's coming off the sides of the tent. So it was pretty funny. The food did get a teeny bit wet. It wasn't bad. I feel horrible for the caterers. The caterers got soaked. I feel so bad for them. But despite the rain and the poor caterers being soaked, the food was amazing. So I don't know if it was my brother and sister-in-law that wanted the food this way, or if it was my mom's suggestion, or I think they all agreed on it, but they wanted cold food, something that wasn't going to be hot in case it was really hot, which it was, and kind of like finger foods. So we started with sorry, I'm going to make everyone really hungry now, and I'm going to make myself hungry. Started with raspberry salad, and that was super yummy. I know that doesn't sound like much, but it was really good. And then I'm trying to remember, so we had a bunch of little hors d'oeuvres, and we had some crostini little things on a toothpick. Those were really good. We had some like rolled up in tortilla pinwheels that were vegetarian, and those were really good. We had some cucumber sandwiches, delicious. And then we had an abundance of bacon wrapped hors d'oeuvres and good stuff. So we had bacon wrapped mushrooms with cream cheese. That was my favorite of all the bacon stuff. That was so good. And then we had, this is interesting, I've never seen or heard of this before. It was bacon wrapped watered chestnuts. And then it had kind of a like slightly tangy, slightly sweet, like almost like a barbecue sauce. It was really good. And then the crunch with that, it was good. And then we had bacon wrapped asparagus, and I'm not a huge asparagus fan, but I could tell these were the smaller, probably more like baby asparagus, and then they're not tough, and they weren't, so it was really good. And then we ended up having croissant sandwiches. I think that was all the food that we were served. I know later there was like veggie trays that were put out and like fruit skewers, and I can't remember if there was anything else. But yeah, it was really good. And then we had, prior to this, with some friends, brewed a pina colada milkshake IPA because my brother really likes beer, and it was so good. It was probably like one of the best summery beers you can imagine, so that turned out really good and everyone loved that. And then later for the cake was amazing. Everything was amazing. It was blueberry cake with also I think one of the tiers was vanilla, so it was really good. It's probably the best cake I've had in a really long time. I don't know what Flynn is scared of right now. Something scared him. I have no idea what. He was fine until now. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So I think that was pretty much it for the food. We had coffee, and then there was a bowl of heavy whipped cream, and that was really good. And then I guess there was some chocolate jimmies on the side that I was told to put that on the top, and then that ends up melting it and then melts into the coffee. I don't know that I was a huge fan of that. I didn't really get the chocolatiness, but the whipped cream was really good, of course. So then moving on from that, eventually it stopped raining. I don't know if we ended up putting things away right away. I don't remember. But then we ended up having a bonfire later that night. Everyone got changed into different clothes, obviously, and we sat outside by the fire. And then my husband and another friend played guitar for a good portion of the night, so that was a lot of fun. So it was a really cool, memorable wedding, especially with the crazy rain. But yeah, it was really nice. Oh, and unfortunately, I got really bit up by mosquitoes. And I don't know why. They had someone come to spray like twice before the wedding, and they were still horrible. This has like been the worst they've been all year by us. There's been like nothing, and then yeah, I counted at least like 24 bites. It's crazy. So yeah, that's fun, but whatever. That's summertime. All right, the build was a lot of fun. I find restricting myself to packs or certain packs makes it a lot more fun. So if you want a little bit of a challenge, I would recommend doing that. And then also, it was really nice going through the catalogs because it took way less time because there was way less stuff to go through. So that was a benefit. I found that there was a lot of really good stuff in the base game that goes well with cottage living, because we had those kind of farmhouse style collections that came with the base game, and those tie in really nice with this. And then like this wallpaper was base game, and I ended up using base game wallpaper in the kitchen because those both went really well with, I feel like, all these colors and all of the furniture and everything. Oh, and we finally have the chicken coop in this build, finally, since I've been wanting to get chickens in here. So I guess that would be the only thing. If you want to turn this into a vacation house, you really wouldn't want chickens there unless you have some landlord, land person, lady, man that's coming to take care of the chickens all the time. It's possible. It'd be like an Airbnb place where someone's living there and they gotta take care of that kind of stuff. I don't know. There's nothing set up for pets, obviously, since this was just the 2 packs, but I feel like the pets could get incorporated really well into this. I feel like there could easily be dogs here, that there's space to roam around and it's in the country. Yeah, dogs might be great here. but leave that up to you if you have that pack. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of an office kind of crafting room here. I thought about doing a bedroom, but I'm like, all right, so if this is a newlywed couple, then, I mean, thinking they wouldn't have kids yet, and maybe they're not ready to have kids, but this could become a bedroom for kids if they wanted. So I just made an office craft room, put the cross stitching box in here, and I thought it was really cute. And you may have noticed outside I put a few little plats in for growing crops, little garden section. Speaking of gardens, when it's ready and ripe and I can pick it, I will have to post it to social media. I have this huge gargantuan tomato. I cannot believe how big it is. I've never had a tomato this big ever out of my garden, so I'm super excited. So I'll have links below to our social media, Instagram and Twitter. So if you want to see that giant tomato, follow us and I will post a picture when that's ready. Also, if you're enjoying this video, you like this content, or you really like this cute little bird, give us a thumbs up. That would really help us out. Thank you, Flynn. He's trying to get your attention. He wants you to subscribe, so do it for the bird. Yeah, he'll be really happy, right, Flynn? I've also had some requests. We'll see how he does. If we can come get Flynn to say hi. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to get closer? Say hi to YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, good job, Flynn. He does really good during most of these videos. So I will leave the video here. I'll let you watch the rest of this. And like I said, if you want to see the floor plan and what this house looked like, I'll have that linked. Linda's getting very antsy now. Our social media is there. I will have... Yes, thank you, Flynn. Oh boy. I will have my gallery ID linked in the description. And don't forget to like the video. Do it for the Flynn. Thanks for being here again, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye!
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, I just wanna love there. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody,